Oh no, guys, I'm in 360p. Fuck, dude. God damn it. That must mean I don't know anything about fucking wrestling because I spent all my fucking money that people donate to me on fucking making wrestling videos. Oh, god damn it. So, last week, I made a reaction video to a guy that some of my subscribers had asked me to watch and check out for a couple of months now. And that's really all there was to it. Contrary to a lot of popular belief, I should say, from his fanboys, that video was not to get a rise out of JD or to try to get a video response out of him. It's like you motherfuckers said, this is not a big channel compared to his. I didn't think you would actually fucking watch it, but since he did, awesome. Now we can actually talk about the fucking points made in the video. The video was not to troll any of his fans, even though it was hilarious seeing them all react to someone with opposing views. All they do is make fun of unrelated topics like personal appearance, video quality, and other things that just are unrelated to what either of us were actually saying. Instead of saying that I don't know shit about wrestling, instead of saying that I don't know what I'm talking about, try letting me know what it is that you think that I'm not thinking, that I'm not obviously seeing clearly. Tell me what it is that you watch on a wrestling TV show that I'm not seeing. I'm actually offering substance behind my opinion. MTO is offering substance behind his opinion. Try offering some behind yours. The real gripe I had on the video was that nobody thinks for them fucking selves. They just hear what they like on the internet, and they just spit it out everywhere else, and they spam everywhere. And if you don't agree with it, you're just a troll. You're not allowed to think for yourself. I don't care if you hate Roman Reigns, because unlike your fucking your god, your hero JD, I'm not gonna block you if you have a contradiction to what I have to say. That's why all those hater comments are still there. That's why the like to dislike bar is still there. I don't give a shit if you have a different opinion than I do. The problem I have is when it contradicts what the fuck you're talking about each and every single fucking video. What you people don't understand is I don't want any of JD's stupid fucking fans to watch any of my videos. Especially if those two who made a piss poor excuse of a response are any indication of what the rest of them look like or are like. If you guys want to talk about mooching, the fanboys want to talk about mooching, like I mentioned earlier, two of the guys made a response. One of them was spamming his fucking video, saying that, watch how I own this faggot, watch how I own this faggot. And he proceeded to hit on a fucking girl in the comment section like the pathetic little piece of shit he is. He can't go out in the real world, find a real girlfriend, so he has to go on a JD from NY206 rant and try and pick up a girlfriend there. That's fucking pathetic. You suck, dude. You're garbage. Your videos are garbage. That, my friend, is the definition of mooching. That was going to be the end of it. That video was. Mooching and trying to get popular off of JD would be if I continuously went after him even after he brushed it off. Like, there was something that he brought up. They brought it up on a podcast. And JD kind of just, like, brushed it off like the cool guy that he says he is. And I was like, okay, so he's not going to respond just like I expected. He was just going to allude to it, say that I suck and I'm a fucking idiot. That was going to be the end of it. That would have been fine. But the problem is your hero, the guy that says that he doesn't care what anybody says and that I'm as relevant as Dana Brooke, actually decided to respond to my fucking points. So, I'm going to take some of the quotes that he said in that, what the fuck is it, off the script where he just fucking reads dirt sheets. I don't get why you people hate Sean's view. He reads dirt sheets, but you like fucking JD. He reads dirt sheets and then offers an opinion, so I don't know. Maybe you just like, maybe you just hate clickbait. I don't know. I think Sean's view is hilarious for trolling you like that. One of the things he said, Finn Balor is a main event superstar. The Miz is not. His videos are an hour long, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe at some point in the videos, he does offer substance past that, although I wouldn't bet on it. But during this little time frame where he's actually responding to points that someone said, he offered no substance past that. He just says, this is how it is, I'm right, you're wrong, I know what I'm talking about. So, my question is, what is it that makes Balor a main event talent over a guy like The Miz? I mean, most smarks are at peace with the fact that Balor's garbage on the mic, and he has no charisma, so most will try to sell you on his wrestling ability. But in reality, look at what he does in the ring, and tell me what it is that Balor does in the ring that's much more special over someone like Kalisto, who also sucks on the mic and also has no charisma, but is a far and away better wrestler than Finn Balor is. So in your world, where Kalisto actually does moves that makes the fans' jaws drop, and he's not good on the mic at all either, in your world, can Kalisto be a main event talent? Let's see, what else is he? Oh, this is awesome. This is where he really starts to get into it and just decides to not bother responding to my points. I have bad quality on my videos. You do this for a hobby, and it shows. Who really gives a shit about that? Like, really? Who really gives a shit about that? It's fucking wrestling videos, dude. Nobody's impressed that you're making money, making goddamn wrestling videos, spoon-feeding all these little babies what they want to hear every fucking week. Yeah, so what if I fucking do this for a hobby? If you want to make a living based off analyzing grown men faking fights, then you're the one with screws missing, alright? Another thing he says, you'd hang your head in shame if you saw how much money I made on my Raw review because I'm doing what I love to do and get paid for it. Is that why you have a Patreon page set up? Is that why you have your fans pay to watch you on Twitch play fucking video games? And again, you're right. I don't give a shit that I don't make money doing this because I have a real fucking job. One of his final things that he says after he wraps it up and starts talking about the lame wrestling news is, I have no credibility to back me up. This is definitely something that these people will tell you once they have no points to respond back to with a legitimate argument. Because I don't have hundreds of sheep who follow each other like the idiots they are, kissing my ass every review, doesn't mean I have no credibility to back me up. Because when I offer an opinion that's outlandish and out there, and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? I always offer something that I see on a wrestling show to back up that claim. Like when I say, I don't think Sami Zayn is a good wrestler. I told you why I think Sami Zayn is not a good wrestler. His selling is awful, his moveset is boring, and he has no character or charisma to get behind in a fucking match. I heard you talk about how you said, some goon said Enzo was over and got no reaction. But whenever someone you like gets no reaction, you blame the fans for not moving the muscle. Going back on your points like that, only to benefit your favorite lame wrestlers, that, my friend, is no credibility. Enough of that. Enough of that fucking bullshit. What I really wanted to do today was a no Ryback review, because it's late and out of date, but I haven't had time to make any videos over the past week. The show was actually kind of a letdown. It was really boring. A lot of my fans are going to be disappointed with this, because we all hate wrestling right now, but this might have actually been one of the pay-per-views I was looking forward to the most ever since wrestling has gone to shit. And it was just really boring. It reminded me why I hate wrestling right now. The first match of the night was The Miz versus Jason Jordan for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm not even going to lie, I didn't watch the fucking match. I'm sure the match was fucking boring. Mercifully, actually I should say unmercifully, they gave Jason Jordan the mic after the fucking match, knowing this guy has no fucking charisma at all, and he starts talking, and it's just fucking cringy. This guy is so fucking awful on the mic, and it makes me laugh when people say that they love Chad Gable, but they hate Jason Jordan, even though they're both fucking cringy on the fucking mic, and they're both great wrestlers. The difference is, one's kind of getting pushed even though he's losing all his matches. And the other one, like, dude, I don't even get that argument either. They're not fucking doing anything with that storyline at all. If anything, Chad Gable's won more matches since they fucking broke up. Your real gripe should be with Chad Gable because he's actually the one getting pushed harder than Jason Jordan is. The next match, Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Finn Balor fucking sucks. Bray Wyatt fucking sucks. This is awesome, you know? Finn Balor gets attacked before the match. He's already giving up like 500 pounds to Bray Wyatt before the match even starts. And then he gets attacked before the match. By the way, Finn Balor looks even fucking gayer and gray, but that's beside the point. Finn Balor ends up overcoming the odds and winning the fucking match. If anybody else would have done this, if it wasn't Finn Balor and it wasn't like Bobby Roode, it wasn't Sami Zayn, it wasn't someone that the internet loves, they would be having a fucking field day. If Roman Reigns had this happen, if it was Roman Reigns against Bray Wyatt, and this happened with Roman Reigns, Oh my god, would the internet have such a fucking field day with this, but because it's Finn Balor, that's okay. Next match, tag team title match, Playa. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Ambrose and Rollins win, and this was actually a pretty good match, I'm not gonna lie. The only problem I had here was, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are a perfect caricature of what the fuck is wrong with the WWE right now. The main problem with the WWE is they don't capitalize and they don't continue once they have something decent going. This is a perfect example of that. Whenever they actually do a storyline, the main problem is that they don't do any storylines. But whenever they do one, they have the tendency to make this fucking mistake over and over again where they don't capitalize on the momentum that they have and they just let it fucking simmer down. Ambrose and Rollins had a good thing going and then they just fucking dropped the ball with it. Cesaro and Sheamus are fucking boring. They're lame. Move Cesaro or Rollins and Ambrose up. Do something with them. Don't just have them do the same shit. This is fucking horseshit. It's horrible. It's awful. Get the fucking rematch out of the way on Raw and have them actually do something important. Because you can't do anything with Ambrose and Rollins when you have them feuding with fucking Cesaro and Sheamus. Fatal 5-way for the Raw Women's Championship. This match is actually kind of entertaining. I think the heel with the most credibility on the roster right now, I don't even know if Brock Lesnar is considered a heel, but the heel with the most credibility might be Alexa Bliss. She wins all her matches clean. She doesn't really cheat all that much, and she just she uses actual heel tactics. Alexa Bliss is actually a really perfect example of what a heel should be. But, yeah, Bayley shouldn't have been in this match. Honestly, it was really random that she came back. And before all, if JD's fanboys are still tuned in, which I doubt they are, before they come at me, oh, you're a hypocrite. You said he was stupid for being mad at that. I wasn't mad at that because he was mad that Bayley was inserted in the match. I was mad at that because he asked where Finn Balor's title match was, but then when Bayley asked where her title match is, that's a problem. Bayley shouldn't have been in this fucking match to begin with because it was just random, thrown together at the last minute, nobody cared, and this, and this, and it just seems like, actually what's crazy is how much the Smarts hated Nia Jax, but it seems like now she's probably one of the most over fucking women on the roster. Alright, the next match, Roman Reigns versus John Cena. This match was boring. It just ended up being a finisher fest. They didn't do anything special, but Roman Reigns ended up winning. This was really a letdown. They should have saved this match for a fucking WrestleMania. I don't know why they fucking did it at No Ryback. It still makes no fucking sense to me why they did it at No Ryback. The next match, Cruiserweight Championship, Enzo versus Neville. This is one that I really wanted to talk about. I made a video a couple months back talking about how CM Punk killed wrestling. And one of the points that I brought up was the fact that he blurred the lines between reality and kayfabe. And so much so that people actually just started cheering for guys because they liked who they are in real life rather than the characters that they play on TV. Enzo is a victim of that pipe bomb because people are starting to hate him on the internet because of his real life antics. The character he plays on TV is still the exact same fucking character that he played with Enzo and Cass. So you telling me that he sucks now even though you marked out for him then is proof of that. And that is one of the main gripes that I had with CM Punk's pipe bomb. The main event, Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. This match was a fucking letdown. This was awful. One of the reasons that I went on that rant a few months ago, was because Samoa Joe was the only one that came fucking close to beating Brock Lesnar. And he was actually had him on the fucking ropes. He had him fucking beat. Then you have a match like this, where Braun Strowman dominates the whole feud. The match comes along, and at no point did you ever have the suspicion. At no point did Braun Strowman ever really manhandle Lesnar like that, aside from maybe like the first 30 seconds. So, this was stupid. This was a real letdown. Actually, the whole pay-per-view was a letdown. This shit was boring. This reminded me as to why I never get my hopes up for a fucking pay-per-view anymore. That was No Ryback 2017. And I'll be back with more videos. I have a few ideas. I'm still working on that WWE 13 gameplay. That'll be fun. You're playing WWE 13? You can't afford 2K18? What's wrong with you? No, I want to play WWE 13 because you can create anything You can create a whole lot of shit there. If I could, I would play Here Comes the Pain. If Here Comes the Pain had universe mode and they had like create a fucking a TV show and create an arena mode, I would play Here Comes the Pain in a fucking heartbeat over anything that came out recently. But since that WWE 13 has all those features, plus it has a lot of the young guys that I used to like back then, I'm gonna have fun playing with that. So once I get that figured out, that's coming as well. Yeah, that's it.